Back here at Rossford, where Monroeville has won its first ever regional championship. I'm here with Coach Abe Helmstetter. We were going to have an interview with Carey for their MVP, but they respectfully declined. Headed out of here. That is absolutely fine. So our WMS interview will continue with the Lady Eagles. Coach, first of all, how does it feel? The first ever to go play for a state championship, the Final Four in Akron.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't know how else to explain that. Very surreal. These young women, they work so hard, and I'm so proud of them. And they love to just have fun, and that was our approach here. So props to them for everything.
You guys had a 2-0 lead. Carey comes back, a couple errors, but you guys, he gave up 5, but right back at you.
No. Oh, no. Do you see it? No.
I got equipment. Hold on. No. Back up. I had to save the equipment, but I had to let you get the bath anyway,
sir.
Had
to get the bath, huh?
We're good. You guys missed the computer. You're good. Anyway.
Oh, man, that was not fun.
But it feels so much better once after a win. They score 5. You made a couple errors, but you guys immediately bounced back. It did not phase you. You scored 3. A hustle base hit by Taryn Tyler behind you. You sent that second runner when they kind of, it threw them off. It kind of looked like the play from Major League where Willie Mays Hayes scores, the first baseman, that's not an out, and then second runner scored. But that just talks about the fight that you guys had in this game. Talk to me about that top of the 6th inning where you guys were able to immediately tie it up.
I want to say just desire by the kids. They wanted it, and they kind of flushed everything that had happened before and, just kept playing ball. I mean, you can't ask for anything more out of them. All the credit goes to these ladies. Like I said, it's. I'd like to say it's all about coaching, but it goes to these ladies by all means.
And they're having a blast back there.
I'm sure they are.
So. Before I'll ask the girls about that, but sitting up in the front of a bus after a victory, is it blasting music back there? You just have your hands on your ears because it's so loud, things like that, or what's the atmosphere like after a victory?
They're not too bad. Their music ain't the best, I'll tell you that, but they're definitely they like to have a good time. They're a heck of a group. I'm very fortunate just to be able to, go through this with them.
It's going to be like times 1,000 on the bus ride back tonight.
Yes, it will be, yes.
And,
yes.
They know how to party in Monroeville. The volleyball team's won some regional championships, so they know how to do it, but it'll be a little bit extra because, one, it's warm out. It's not cold. You're going to have a ton of people back there, and I bet you you're going to Peens?
Yes.
You guys are going to Peens after? I bet they're watching the game right now. So everybody at Peens, get ready because you got a champion softball team coming.
And I'm saying you definitely said that right. Monroeville does know how to party.
Oh, yes, they do.
So that'll be fun.
And I mean, there's still people watching the stream after a half hour. You still have about 100 people watching. I know Kendra Snook, the head coach of the volleyball team, wanted to give you guys a shout out, especially your volleyball players, but everybody for the big win. But just talk about the community. That close-knit community, because I've got to experience the last 2 years calling a state Final Four and a championship game for volleyball, but things like that, it seems like any time the school does something, everybody comes out.
I mean, we're so blessed. I mean, they helped us get to Myrtle Beach early on in the year, and that paid dividends. You can see it with the way we were able to overcome, with just the competition we got to face. So, yeah, being part of that community again, I can't say anything more than how lucky I am to live there. So,
and yeah, before I let you hand off to any player, coach that you want, let's talk about that schedule. You went down to Myrtle Beach, played some of the best teams on the Eastern Seaboard. You picked up a game against Anthony Wayne, who I believe is probably going to the Final Four. So you two will be playing at Akron this next coming weekend. But just the fact that you can say we'll play anybody at any time just to get my team ready for a tournament run.
No, it was that was the approach. I mean, our goals were simple. Our goals were to just keep getting better, all right, and then be playing our best ball, at the end of the May. So I think we're getting close. We're getting close to that. We're not there yet, but we're getting close.
Well, you get an extra week of practice before
Absolutely.
Thursday. What are some things you want to work on? Do you do anything different, or you just let the girls go out there and do what they've been doing?
We'll probably make a few adjustments now. We want to see who we end up playing.
Matthews.
Okay, so
we'll Canton Central Catholic, I believe, 3-1.
So we'll look. We'll see what we can find on them, and I got a hell of a coaching staff, and we'll try to come up with a good game plan and try to implement that here in the next few days. What are they doing now?
They're swaying. Do you
sure
guys know the words that we are the champions? Okay, they kind of know the words, the best parts.
They're not very good at singing. We couldn't win if we were a glee club. So, who do you want to talk to?
Well, first, whoever you want to bring up here, we always talk to Maddie Reber, but when you go back there, I forgot to give her this. Maddie Reber is the recipient of our OH Report Player of the Game little gift bag. So this is yours.
Coach Shaid, get in here.
Coach Shaid, or as we like to say in Monroeville, Coach Shaid.
Yes, I did that, by the way.
You did? I thought it was just the end. Okay, so how's it feel to have two different last names now?
I love it.
Just how fun has this ride been for you guys?
It's been a journey. So proud of every one of these girls. They put in so much work, so much time, and they know how to fight through the ups and downs. And I can't say enough. Tonight, Maddie Reber with that hit, that was huge. Huge. Can't say enough. Proud of her. Really proud of her.
At what point in the season did you think, hey, we've got a squad that could do some good things here this year?
Really, that goes back to last year.
Yeah.
We knew we had a good team coming back, and we just had to find the right fit, put the right pieces together, and these guys, they did it. They did it.
Yes, they did. They're still playing. They're one of only 4 teams in Division 4 will be playing softball next week. Has anybody ever been to Firestone Stadium, at least just to watch?
Yep.
How cool is that place?
It's
How
awesome.
much cooler is it going to be to play on the turf now?
Awesome.
Huh? Yeah. I don't get a lot of chances to ask this question because usually none of the assistants want to talk to me, but in your eyes, the job that Coach Abe has done as a head coach this year.
Amazing. That guy just knows all the ins and outs, keeps calm, knows how to help us coaches, help him. Can't say enough about him. I really can't. Love the guy to death.
I'll let the girls do this, the coaches. You want to shout anybody out, go for it. This is live air, but we can do what we want.
I want to shout out to Monroeville, the whole town. We couldn't do this without Monroeville, without every one of them. Everybody back home. Everybody that came here supported us.
And there's a ton of people over here, too, that didn't want to be on camera, I guess, right now.
Yeah, get a picture of them. That's them are the people that are there every game.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a...
Hey, everybody wave.
There's everybody that's sticking around for some interviews and stuff.
Hey, get in there. Wave.
All right, Coach, I'm going to let you hand off to anybody you want over here. Just who we have.
Mr. Rosser.
Rosser, that sounds familiar. Rosser went 4 for 4 today.
Yes,
how
she did.
proud are you of her?
Oh, she's been tearing it up here these tournament games, and I'm so proud of her. She just keeps her head and does her job.
You guys have power up and down the lineup. It showed today. Two players towards the bottom of the lineup hit big home runs for you. But how important is it to have a team like this that anybody can hit the ball into the gap over the fence to give you guys a shot?
Oh, it's huge because even if a top of the lineup's not producing, then the bottom of the lineup steps up and they do their job, and you never know where it's going to come from any time. So it's huge. It's absolutely huge. And
then to have 2 pitchers that at any given moment can come in. You had a great start by Scheid to start off, but then you got in a little bit of trouble. But then you have Helmstetter that can come right in and close things down. How great is it to have that to where you're not just relying on one pitcher, but you have somebody else to follow upon too?
Oh, it's huge with that too because now our pitchers are fresh. We've thrown half the pitches that any team with just one solid pitcher has. So that works in our favor every time.
Yes, it does. Anything else you want to say?
No.
The floor is yours right now. I mean, speechless.
Speechless because this is just an awesome experience. Shout out once again to the Monroeville community. They've been awesome. They've been absolutely awesome. Shout out to all our parents. They support us 100%. And shout out especially to these girls. They have worked their butts off since February.
All right. So this is what I'm going to do. If you hand me the headset, each one of you girls, we'll let you give a shout out to anybody you'd like. So you're going to walk up to the microphone, say your name, and then shout out who you want. Whoever wants to start, come on up.
Vienna Helmstetter.
Who you shouting out?
Vienna Helmstetter.
Oh, you're okay. So I said, say your name first, introduce yourself to everybody, then your shout out.
Carissa Shine.
There you go.
I'm shouting V.
V? All right.
Because she pitched a great game, and she's a hype girl.
Hype girl. All right. Who's next?
I'm Emily Scheid. I want to shout out my older sister, Peyton, and my whole family for being here and supporting me tonight.
All right. Thank you, Emily.
I'm Avery Rosser, and I want to shout out my whole family for coming and all these girls that helped us get to where we are.
Thank you very much. Miss 4 for 4.
I'm Rachel Fries, and I want to shout out my entire team, my family, and, of course, Kathy, because she's my rock.
There you go.
My name's Ava Krieger, and I just want to shout out my teammates and the whole Monroeville community for being behind us.
You hit the homer first off. Tell me about that at bat real quick.
So I just went up there and just tried to stay relaxed and seen the ball and just felt like it was my pitch. So.
And it was. Congratulations.
I'm Abby Potes, and I'm going to shout out my family and these girls because they all had my back.
I told Madison to see earlier, Coach Snook, volleyball players, shouted you out, said congratulations. She was watching, so shout out to her.
Okay, thanks, Coach K.
I'm Taryn Tyler, and I want to shout out my parents and my grandparents for all their support.
Before you go, the base hit, the infield single, take me through that because you beat the throw out, allowed the game to be tied.
It was kind of just a miss hit, and I put on my Rockets and really hope I got there in time.
Which you barely did, so there you go.
Yeah.
All right, next.
My name's Destiny Sam. I would like to shout out my family and the whole team for helping push us every day to become better.
All right, thank you.
My name's Vienna Helmstetter, and I'd like to shout out my family, especially my dad, and then these girls for all getting us through this.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Haley Mormon, and I want to give a shout out to my parents and the whole Monroeville community.
Thank you.
I'm Taylor Scheid. I want to shout out to Maddie Reber and Taryn Tyler for getting me hype and ready before the game, and I want to shout out to my family for supporting.
Thank you.
I'm Lily Stein, and I would like to give out a shout out to the team and all the coaches for helping us get to where we are and staying hype all the time.
Staying hype. There we go.
My name's Raylan LaValle, and I'm going to shout out V. She's always in the dugout keeping me up no matter what the situation is.
All right.
I'm Lily Clark, and I want to shout out my whole team in the Monroeville community.
I'm Genevieve Bragg, and I want to shout out my mom and the team for doing so good.
Pretty good, right?
I'm Elena Tyler. I want to shout out the team that I get to be a part of and that I get to do book for.
Hey, book's a dying art. That's a fun thing to do.
I'm Casey Potes, and I want to shout out my sister for doing good and my family.
Good enough? Oh, yes, he said this before. Coach, this is the Coach of the Year before the semifinal. Coach of the Year right here. Say your name to the folks and give the shout out before we get out of here.
My name is Alex Schaefer, and shout out to these girls for not giving up and fighting through that game.
Thank you very much, Monroeville. We will see you on Thursday in the final.